Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm the Angel PT, and for today what I have here is one of the most requested benchmarks on the channel, and it's now here, PLAYERUNKNOWN'S Battlegrounds. So the game was developed by the Blue Hole and it is using Unreal Engine 4. So for the settings, I'm going to start with 1080p, low settings with Ultra Anti-Aliasing. I'm using Ultra Anti-Aliasing because it makes, well, the graphics much better, well, obviously, but it's not really the case. I mean, low, medium or high anti-aliasing, it is kind of very blurry, and it is a little bit annoying because it seems that it blurs the image, but at the same time doesn't fix the jaggies. Okay, so I prefer to use the Ultra, so either use Ultra, which is at least blurry but fix the jaggies, or you just use very low, which I think it disables entirely the anti-aliasing. So it's one or another, guys. It's your pick, in my opinion. So all the rest of the settings are at low. As you can expect, the dropping moments when you are dropping off the plane, the game stutters a lot. There is a lot of stuttering going on and performance drops, as you can see in here. So it's kind of is stuttering, and the frame rate is actually below the 30 frames per second. But I would just skip this thing ahead and I would jump to inside the house. So we are now inside the house and we are having pretty much around 40s, okay, which is not pretty bad, but this is a closed environment anyway, so I don't expect it to be demanding. Let me just grab some weapons to be ready to fight or to die, whatever it is happening. No, I want my shirt back. Okay, so let me show you just the results already. So with the median settings, what I got was an average of 35 frames per second with the 1% low. Kind of the frame rate goes below 30 frames a lot of the times with the median, so I don't really suggest you to play with the median settings with this system. With the low settings, which is the currently settings that we are now using, I got an average of 41 with the 1% low of 27. It seems that the game, yeah, it averages between the 30s and the 50s, although I decided to try out another setting in order to provide me a better frame rate, which was using the low settings but dropping the resolution scaling to 83%. What this does is the screen resolution is still 1080p, but the game renders at 900p, so yeah, it is kind of like playing with an Xbox One. Probably it is going to be more or less the settings that the Xbox One is going to receive the game this winter. I'm not really sure about it, but I'm just want to show you right now the differences between anti-aliasing on Ultra. Let me just use Ultra right now. Wait just a second for us to see the frame rate. So I'm having 37 frames per second. And to show you that is not too much demanding, when I put to low, what I got was 39. I think I talked a little bit later, but yeah, you can just go back in the video and you saw that when I was using low anti-aliasing, I was kind of getting 39. So that is only a 2 frames per second of a difference between anti-aliasings. It's not really the thing. But like I was telling you, using 83% resolution scaling impacts a lot the graphics quality. You start to notice the things much more blurrier. Okay, it's not really pretty to play like this, but playing with 83% resolution scaling delivers a big performance boost in frame rate. So you start to average pretty much around the 50s depending on the area, and around 40s as a minimum, or 37. Okay, so I think it's a great setting to play a game like this, a multiplayer game. I know it looks really bad sometimes playing with 83% resolution scaling, but in my opinion it's the way that I feel comfortable enough to play the game with a nice frame rate. Okay, but that depends to you. So in my opinion, if you go to low settings, you will be fine. If you go to low settings with 83% resolution scaling, it is fine too anyway. So let me just try just to avoid this guy. I'm the type of player that in PlayerUnknown'S Battlegrounds I just hide and kind of stay more and less hidden to the entire match. Okay, anyway, I will just change now the informant and area because I want to show you some highlights of one playthrough that I made. So this was one of my first kills. We are already playing with 83% resolution scaling in here with low settings, ultra anti-aliasing. And so what really happens is what I get, it is pretty much above the 40s, and keep in mind that I'm recording, so without recording it is much better. But again, one of my major problems with the game, it's not really the frame rate like you pretty much are thinking about. My main problem with the game, it is the stuttering. So whatever, if you are crossing the country with a car at full speed, or you are making sudden turns with your character, what happens is the game starts to stutter a lot. So, which is really annoying and can be a little bit game breaking, but I've been investigating on YouTube and it seems that even high-end systems suffer from this problem in this game, which is pretty much disappointing. Anyway, the game is on early access, so it means that it might improve over time, but probably it can happen too the other way, because Ark Survival Evolved, it has been released and the optimization is still crap, as you might know. So guys, it's pretty much like it's all that I want to talk about PlayerUnknown'S Battlegrounds. I will leave you with some highlights of my gameplay through one playthrough. You already know what is the performance and the settings that I recommend you. I recommend you low settings, ultra anti-aliasing, or low settings, ultra anti-aliasing with 83% resolution scaling. I want to personally thank you to my patron, because this video was only possible because of him. My patron is Double Team Alberto. He is the supporter that gives $5 per month to the channel. It is because of him that it was possible to test this game. It's not that the money was enough to buy the game, but it was pretty much the fact that he had the game and he lent me his Steam account. So for me, it was a great move. So if you want to thank me for this video, don't thank me, thank the Double Team Alberto. It is because of him that I've been testing this game and why you have the results over here. Okay, so guys, thank you a lot for watching, and hope you did enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed the results. Well, not really low settings, but it's understandable. Okay, thank you a lot for watching, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.